you have been there. You born and brought up in Kolkata, right?
Yeah.
And but you went and covered that story in Manipur. But where you can see similar kind of the stories here in Darjeeling also.
Yeah, exactly.
It's similar.
Exactly.
As the cookies are there's a fighting to just get some land, and they have, like as you said, that they are migrated, illegal migrants. Where here is also in our Darjeeling also, most of the people, they said they are illegally migrated from Nepal, and
yeah.
and the situation are the same.
Exactly.
So can we expect something that that Vishwajit Manna will write? Because this is your hometown, like you can come and you can
exactly.
go to door, you can visit. So you went Manipur to cover that story, but you didn't did justice for us. What is it?
No, maybe in coming years, I have this thing in my mind. Yeah,
because as you said, people should come first.
Yeah, exactly.
People should come first.
Exactly.
मणिपुर के लोगों के पास भी वही ब्लड है, वहाँ भी वही खून बह रहा है, हमारे भी लोगों का वही ब्लड है, वही खून बह रहा है. लोग यहाँ भी शहीद हो रहे हैं, यहाँ भी लोग को मारा जा रहा है. मतलब NRC will not work, or no. This is not a solution. But the will comes in this like, because Lok Sabha election is here, and when this NRC, same thing where BJP wants to impose in here in West Bengal also.
Yes.
So what do you think? That's a very good idea, because if we see many more like things are coming up, that allegations are there from most of the Bengalis are coming from Bangladesh, and they migrated from here, and they are the fixed voter of Mamata Banerjee, and to make this government, ruling government, TMC, weak. So this should be they want to impose. So that's why our people also desperately want our land should be our land, and we need our identity. And this is fight for identity, not for the development. Because once we will get identity, once we get a develop Gorkhaland, that's when automatic things will be happen under our control. That administration will be our control. That's why people are thinking that this, if we get Gorkhaland, then everything will be comes under that development, job creation, everything will come under that. So what's your point of view on
See,
हामीले राइटर धेरै हेरेको छौँ, कहिले कथामा लेख्छ, कहिले लभ स्टोरी लेख्छन्, र कहिले मुद्दामाथि लेख्छन्. तर आज हामीले पहिलो पटक हाम्रो साथमा एउटा राइटर हुनुहुन्छ जसले मणिपुरमा जब चल्दै गर्दाखेरि त्यतिखेर उहाँ गएर जुन प्रकारको ग्राउन्ड रिपोर्ट गरेर लिएर आउनु भएको थियो, आँखादेखि जुन प्रकारको उहाँले खबर एउटा आँखामा छापेर यता आएर उहाँले एउटा कागजमा छाप्नु भएको छ, कोरिएको छ, त्यो विषयमा हामी उहाँसँग छलफल गर्नेछौँ र उहाँको एक्सपिरियन्स कस्तो थियो र युवाहरूलाई पनि हामीले योबाट चाहिँ के प्रेरित गर्नु चाहन्छ, उहाँले एउटा मेसेज के दिनु सक्छ भनेर यो सबै विषयमा छलफल गर्नलाई चाहिँ आज हाम्रो साथमा हुनुहुन्छ वक थ्रु मणिपुर को राइटर विश्वजित मन्नरसँग. Vishwajit Mannar, a warm welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So how was your experience? First of all, just let us know about the Manipur and the way the Manipur was burning at that time, and you went there and you saw everything. So how was your experience?
So initially I was a bit skeptical about this trip. So in spite of all the odds and all the fears and uncertainties, I still went on to this trip. Initially there was a few things, few challenges that I had to overcome. Security was one big issue for me, because I went there on my own. I had no affiliation, still I don't have. I went on my own. I did not go there on behalf of any media house. So I just wanted to talk to the people who were suffering, who are still suffering. So I wanted to know firsthand what exactly it feels like to be thrown out of their own homes and living in refugee camps without knowing what is going to happen in the future. And as things stand now, even in the next 2 to 3 years, or maybe even worse, in the next 5 years, they have no answer when they will be able to go back to their homes.
Okay, no, fine. That's we have also seen. You have many more story over here. You covered, but what we have seen that in this book, if you go and if you talk about this book, you share and you live with this Metis peoples, and the rest in the last of the part you plan to talk and meet with cookies, but that did not happen. So after that, did you ever tried so far that how's the cookies and why they turn into rebel?
See, thing that we have to understand what is happening in Manipur. There are long-standing issues which
Yeah.
has not been resolved over the years. So everything started following the infamous rally on the 3rd of May in Churachandpur, following which the entire state was engulfed in violence, and the state is still going through the mayhem. But the thing is, there are issues which are really need to be resolved in urgent manner. For example, Manipur is essentially a hill state. The entire state is divided between the Imphal Valley and the hill
Yeah,
areas.
hill
And
areas.
so the Kukis and Nagas and other tribals, they primarily live in the hill areas, and the Meiteis are dominant in the Imphal Valley. So there has always been this a sort of division between these two dominant groups. So the High Court order was,
Yeah,
rather
yeah,
than
yeah, हाई कोर्ट,
observation.
हाँ, या हाई कोर्ट ऑर्डर नो कि वो उन्होंने बोला था कि एसटी वो देंगे बोल के उसमें हुआ विषय है. बट द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग इज दैट व्हाई डिड कुकीज टर्न इनटू दिस नो because if you see the history of the all the in the administrative post they are the Meiteis.
Yeah, the
Even the
Meiteis.
CM is also the Meiteis. So the
Yeah,
cookies
yeah.
they hardly get any. So maybe that's the frustration. Everything is under the control of them. They don't get anything. So what did you find that? Yeah, or you still support that Meiteis are they are in the good position and they are the right and the wrong bit and these things happen only because of the cookies.
See, there are certain socio-economic aspect to this conflict which we need to understand. The first thing that what I have seen so far, the cookies who primarily live in the hill areas,
Yeah.
that area is economically very much backward in terms of development, in terms of job creation. The cookies are far behind. So what they have started doing certain things in order to support their lives. For example, the poppy cultivation in the hill areas. The drugs are a major threat, a
Yeah.
major source of criminal activities in the entire northeast. And so the cookies have been cultivating poppies in the hills for a long period of time. But in the last few years or so, after the BJP came to power, this poppy cultivation they started growing poppies on a larger scale. So now the thing is, you have to ask why they have started growing poppies, because there are no jobs, there are no substantial source of income for the cookies. So they started feeling alienated from the Meiteis, or you can say the mainstream society,
Yeah.
because they were solely depending on the reservation issue, as they are recognized as one of the scheduled tribes as per the rule.
Yeah.
So when the Meiteis started demanding that we also need to be included in that list, that's when they started, feeling insecure, because once they are granted ST status, the Meiteis will be able to, create settlements in the
Yes.
cookie
Cookies
areas.
area because
Yeah.
all the methods are in the position, administration position, power is all of them.
Yes.
So the major like no in this book no you
Mhm.
have mentioned, if you talk more about this book, you have mentioned about many more things. No, if, even you went to the center no where the many like people are have been kept and the only rice and dal no supplied by the government. So government are also lacking somewhere because we can see the big failure of the double engine sarkar, whereas the election is approaching. No, so everywhere they used to say double engine sarkar. But the Manipur is a very big example of how the double engine sarkar has failed.
Absolutely, it's a clear case of failure of leadership
Leaders, okay.
in tough times. See, in essentially, the human existence is all about maintaining a healthy relationship,
Yeah.
be it family, friends, or even society. So here, what happened is there is a huge trust issue between specifically cookies and Meiteis. They don't trust each other anymore. So when I went to Imphal, the situation has not even changed even as of now. There are no cookies absolutely, you will not be able to find a single cookies in entire Imphal Valley. So the trust issue has been something that has to be resolved as quickly as possible.
So, what do you think that? What sort of the step should government should take at this point? After your visit, after you analyzing everything. So, what are the major things should government should take?
See, on an urgent basis, irrespective of the political ideologies, I think not only the BJP, the entire political spectrum of our country has to sit together and need to find a solution which has to be acceptable to the both parties,
Both parties.
here. So that has to be done in an urgent manner. So which is lacking as of now, as I can see, and it's very unfortunate that in spite of paramilitary forces and other forces being deployed in the entire Manipur, violence are still going almost in a rampant manner. So I think somewhere down the line, when we analyze these things, things are actually not being done as they should have been done.
No, but you have also one more things, important things. What you mentioned about the NRC.
Yes.
NRC you have mentioned. So, is that will be applicable if it's a good idea for the government if they implement that NRC in Manipur, because you have also said that most of the cookies are come from the Myanmar. They are migrated from the Myanmar.
Yes.
So NRC should be there.
See, India is a country where as we say, unity in diversity.
Yeah.
So it is very hard for us to define, who the entire thing here essentially is, who are the son of the soil and who are outsider. So if you look at the history, if we go deep down in history, we will see that the cookies have their roots in Myanmar and other surrounding areas. So here the point is the NRC is not going to solve this.
So NRC is not going to
It's
solve
not
this
going
issue.
to solve, because as we have seen, the Home Minister have publicly announced that the entire border area Indo-Myanmar will be fenced very soon. But I don't think that is going to solve any problem. And another thing which I need to mention, that the NRC thing, as we have seen in Assam, it did not work.
Yes, yes, yes.
And also I think these are only this will not this will not this will not lead to something very good.
But the NRC will not work, or
No.
this is not a solution. But the way comes in this, because Lok Sabha election is here, and when this NRC, same thing where BJP wants to impose in here in West Bengal also.
Yes.
So what do you think? That's a very good idea, because if we see many more like things are coming up that allegations are there from most of the Bengalis are coming from Bangladesh, and they migrated from here, and that they are the fixed voter of Mamata Banerjee, and to make this ruling government TMC weak, so this should be they want to impose. So what do you think?
I'll tell you one interesting fact. Which is known to everyone, that when we are saying that most of the cookies have their roots in Myanmar, or many of them are illegal migrants, quote unquote.
Okay.
They have entered India without any valid documents, and they have started living in Manipur. Now you have to ask, who are actually guarding the international border?
Right.
So when the center is telling us that illegal migrants, people who came from Myanmar, are creating troubles in Manipur, then in the first place, instead of playing blame game, first they must accept that it is our failure. We could not, we did not do our job properly. Because how can you say that all these things are being
but the thing is, this recently government has been it's been like 15 years, but before that 60 years that Congress they served for this our country, so maybe they are blaming to that before the Congress government, so they failed. So that's why many more are migrating, or they illegally migrate to our country and the Manipur. That's why Manipur broke into this violence. So is it will be okay that we will send directly, like say no to government, central government, that they did not did the good job.
See, this I think the most
It's a blaming game. It's like a kind of blaming
exactly
game.
the
Yeah.
first thing that I
Yeah.
think, be it center, be it state,
Yeah. Yeah.
irrespective of the government or any political parties, first thing that we have to understand that there is a problem. We need to acknowledge that. So once you identify, once you acknowledge that this is a problem, the second step is how to resolve this
How to
problem.
resolve this?
But what we have seen so far in Manipur, people, I mean, the government are more busy in blaming each other rather than accepting that yes, we have made some mistakes. So I think that's the first thing that should be done. We first need to acknowledge that yes, there are issues, there are problems. We need to acknowledge that first.
वही like it comes like झुकेगा नहीं, वो लोग मतलब झुकना नहीं चाहता government, like
नहीं,
this is
exactly.
like BJP, because they always wants to top. But the if you see in the past, Kisan, there's movements they come up,
Ji.
and the last finally like our PM Modi, he accepted, and he withdrew that all this act which has been imposed for the Kisan movement. No, this is the same thing should be happen again, so that this government should like again think about imposing anything. This movement required in India. Do you think, as a journalist, as a writer, what do you think?
Yes, I
one one movement should be.
Yeah, I think we need to be more sensible in our approach rather
Okay.
than being motivated by, political goals and other stuff. I think we have to be absolutely smart in our approach, and we have to remember that people's come first. It's not about who is coming to power, who is losing power. So it's not about the power game. I think we need to prioritize the problems that we have. We need to resolve them first, and we have to think about the people who are suffering. We have to keep them in the front row. I think that's when we'll be able to make substantial progress.
But see, you have been there. You born and brought up in Kolkata, right?
Yeah.
And but you went and covered that story in Manipur. But where can you can see similar kind of the stories here in Darjeeling also?
Yeah,
It's,
exactly.
it's similar.
Exactly.
As the cookies are there's a fighting to this get some land, and they have, like as you said that they are migrated, illegal migrants. Where here is also in our Darjeeling also, most of the people they said they are illegally migrated from Nepal,
Nepal, yeah.
and the situation are the same.
Exactly.
So can we expect something that that Vishwajit Manna will try because this is your hometown, like you can come and you can
exactly.
go to door, you can visit. So you went Manipur to cover that story,
Yeah.
but you didn't did justice for us. What is it?
No, maybe in coming years, I have this thing in my mind. Yeah,
Because as you said, people should come first.
yeah, exactly.
People should come first.
Exactly.
Means मणिपुर के लोगों के पास भी वही ब्लड है, वहां भी वही खून बह रहा है, हमारे भी लोगों का वही ब्लड है, वही खून बह रहा है. लोग यहाँ भी शहीद हो रहे हैं, यहाँ भी लोग को मारा जा रहा है.
Exactly. जो first thing जो है, when we are talking about Darjeeling, जो tea gardens में the worker who pluck tea leaves, we have to first we have to understand that अगर if you say all of them are Nepalese, they have come from Nepal. So which means you did not read history properly.
Right.
So how they were brought to India by the Britishers to work in the tea garden.
And
this is
and the most important thing is that most of the people they don't accept also.
Yeah.
But in Darjeeling, in here, some people are from here itself also.
Exactly.
Because at the time like many more people are still they are in the debate. They used to say that many are from the Nepal. No, not like that. Sikkim is there already existing. Sikkim is the different state. So we think that the Darjeeling Gorkha also should get some justice. As you said that the cookies should get some justice because most of the people are in power. They are Metis, so they are dominating cookies. That's why they feel that they are not feeling safe, secure. So they don't want Metis should get that ST. status
Status.
where they can occupy their land, because if you see only 10% of the valley is under the metis and the 90% is the hilly
In the hill
area. Yeah,
areas.
and they want to rehabilitate their like no children, their like families member to get some lands from other hilly parties. That's why they want ST. No, so same similar type of the stories over here
Over
also.
here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we think that some sort of the issues should be take some, because here also that's how all the powers are under this government, West Bengal government, and our people are, they are not getting, they are not justice. So what do you think in your perspectives, because you are coming from Kolkata and you can see from the outside, so how the things are going on?
See, one thing which is crystal clear, everyone can see that the issue of Gorkhaland is not, this thing has been there for a very, very long time. The demand is
Yeah.
not new. So we have to understand why the demand for Gorkhaland. The primary thing for this is development. When we are saying development, people want jobs, people want
No, no,
employment.
no, no, no. But Vishwajit, no, I just want to correct you. Here, people like development is for like there is a GTA. They are just saying that we work for development. Even our Mamta Banerjee,
Yep.
she used to come and she used to say we will do development for this and that. But the in the worst part, what these things happen in this our Tista, when the Tista dams broke,
Yep.
and our people had got no many more house homeless right now.
Yep.
But we didn't see that kind of the initiative where the CM should take, because
Yes.
state CM means they are the fathers, or they are the head of or the mother, or the head of the family. But we didn't see that kind of step. So these are the circumstances, and the many more things are there. So that's why our people also desperately want our land should be our land,
Yeah.
and we need our identity. And this is fight for identity, not for the development. Because once we will get identity, once we get a develop Gorkhaland, that's when automatic things will be happen under our control. That administration will be our control. That's why people are thinking like this. If we get Gorkhaland, then everything will be comes under the development, job creation. Everything will come under that. So what's your point of view on this?
See, you are right, but we also need to understand that what we lack here in India, or it's in the federal structure that we follow, the decentralization of power is very much important.
Right.
I'll tell you one very simple thing. Like, if I'm a resident of a remote area in Darjeeling, so if there is maybe some official document or something else, I have to go to Kolkata.
Right.
Right. So that journey is very tough and
Tough.
very painful for someone who is living in the remote areas. It's not just about the expense of the traveling. There are also many hardships. So I think
language barrier is there, just
Yes.
communication barrier is there.
Yes. So I think decentralization of power is something that we need to look into. So why I'm a resident of Darjeeling, or I'm a resident of this area or that area. In the entire country, if you see the pattern, one has to go to the capital of the city or the capital of the country, right?
Right,
So
right.
I think that the decentralization is very much important, and here the same thing, the people has to be given the priority. The peoples are first. It's not about the the paperwork and all the stuff where actually things get stuck. So that's why I think decentralization is very much important.
Important. Achha, did you taste that dal and rice?
No, unfortunately.
You just mentioned everywhere there. No, government is serving only dal and rice, dal and rice. But I was just hoping that next you will say, yeah, I haven't tasted, but no, you haven't tasted. So how the dal and rice was?
No, I didn't. And things were very much very gray. The picture was very gray, and people were like in one room 20, 30, in a small room 20, 30, or even more people were actually staying in a cramped room. Kids are kids were also there, so they don't have the nutritional food and other stuff. And so these are very gray picture that I have seen.
So, what is the like? No, there's a very great picture, and many more things are there. Sadness there. What is the best part that after visiting when you came back, and the best part of the memories you got in your mind? so that you won't forget forever like that.
Well, in this entire trip and this whatever is going on, Manipur is a beautiful state,
Okay.
and I'll urge everyone. We hope that the things get better very soon and things are resolved. I think Manipur is a hidden gem of India. I think it's a beautiful state. It's full with natural resources, very beautiful landscape, and people are very friendly. It's not about metis, it's not about cookies. It's people in general of Manipur are very friendly. Whatever is happening right now is very unfortunate. See, if you stay in a family, you will have times when you don't agree with there are difference of opinion between your brother, between you and your mother, between you and your father. These are very normal things. It's all right. We don't we have difference
Yeah,
of
different principle, different
we have
mindset,
different
different.
different beliefs. We
Yeah.
have different opinions, different
Mm.
political views. We believe in different political ideologies.
Right, right.
But that does not mean you are my enemy.
Mm.
You believe in certain things, I believe in certain things. That does not make us enemies. It's as simple as that. So on a positive note, what I'll say that it's a beautiful state. People are really welcoming, and they are very friendly people.
They are very familiar, and
Yeah.
once the things will go normalize, you just want people should go visit Manipur.
A must.
And you also mentioned that many of the people, they are like they are like sustain their livelihood with this tourists and the
Yes.
many more things.
Yes.
Tourist is the main, like I think primary, some of the auto drivers, some of the toto wala,
Yes.
rickshaw wala, no, that's the primary source of income where they can no earn from this tourism. So that is now totally devastated. Yeah,
Absolutely, it's in trash right
it's
now.
just
And
stress.
what we also need to understand that essentially this is being portrayed as a conflict between Meiteis and the Cookies. But we have to keep in mind that the other communities are also suffering. For example, if a Naga is living somewhere in the hills, and he has to come every day to Imphal, or he has to go somewhere else in the entire state, the entire system is being disrupted due to this violence. So people from other communities are also suffering financially, and other stuff is also.
But the one more thing, did you like analyze after like writing this book, like you did some injustice to cookies because you made Metis people, obviously Metis people will say bad about the cookies.
Yes.
They used to shoot us, but you can see there's two ladies, they do undress, and they no, Metis did that, did cookies to ladies like that, no, and the Metis also did many more things, but you didn't listen, or you didn't had a good conversation with any cookies. So somewhere you always get a one side, but as a journalist you should get it from both sides, so that what's the real matter is. So you did some injustice to cookies. Did you feel like that?
Well, I admit this thing that what I really regret that I did not have the chance of talking to the cookie people face to face.
Yeah.
So security was one big issue, and also there are some other things which actually prevented me from going to
That cookies area.
cookie areas. So what I tried to get in touch with people from their community, and I spoke to a few people over the phone.
Over the phone, and
Yeah,
you
which,
just link in and something.
yeah,
You
exactly.
right. Okay.
More details are there in the book.
Yeah.
I spoke to a very few people from the cookie communities. So I do have plans in the future
Futures,
of
okay.
going to Manipur again, and I want to visit the cookie areas as well.
So we will get a part one, a part two like that. This is a story for methods, and the next for the cookies.
Hopefully.
So what you want to say to the readers? So why they should go for this book and they read about it?
Well, this is a very small attempt to, of producing a ground reality of what is happening in Manipur. So a reader will find this book. It's like when you read the book, you might get a feeling that you are almost there in Manipur.
Yeah, yeah,
And you are
like
seeing
that.
everything with your own eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
So I tried to do that. I don't know whether how much justice I did to this thing.
Okay, and in future we will see that Vishwajit will write about something for the good, because it's your hometown, so you should also go and visit. And many more people are victimized, and many more people they lost their no brother sister from their own families. So I hope you will cover some
For
stories
sure.
from there also.
For sure.
Yeah, thank you so much,
Thank
Vishwajit.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.